What is up? What is up? What is up? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat so I'm not just lip syncing here. Hit me up in the chat. Can you hear me? Sound good? We good? Audio's good. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. What is up, everybody? 360 in the house. We are doing another. How many weeks have we been doing this now, Nash? Has it been like eight or nine? I mean, we've been rocking this thing. Yeah. So before we get started, first and foremost, this video and all of our videos are hosted by the great financial crypto global news source 4cmediaco.com. If you're not following them on Twitter, you need to do so. Also, go to their website, put it on your favorites. Literally the latest and greatest breaking crypto and global financial news that you're going to find out there. Love it. So also, we did finally I'm just going to do a couple announcements, and then we're going to get started, because right now we got the we're pretty much going to do a brief market review. But before that, couple quick announcements. We had massive demand for a stock trading service. We did launch the 360 Elite Stock Market Slayer. Yes, and we made it dirt cheap. Literally, it's like $69 a month. So that is out there, and that appeals to any type of stock trader. It doesn't matter whether you're an options trader, whether you like long-term stuff for your IRAs or your 401ks, or whether you like swing trades, or whether you like penny stocks or small caps. It's all there, all included. The cool thing is, and this is very exciting, we literally have begun work on the 360 Elite app. What? Thank you, Nash. Thank you, Nash. Nash is spearheading the project. We have a 360 Elite app, finally, after all this time. So we're going to have all of our services are going to be on there. 4C Media is going to be hitting it with notification, news alerts, bang, 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 right at your fingertips, all in one spot. We're looking at a launch probably about a month and a half to 2.5 months. We're not 100% yet, but literally within the next couple months. That is also coming, and I'm so excited about it. And last, but definitely not least, because you like free stuff, we are doing now, because you already know we're already doing 2 YouTube videos a week. Yep, we started at 1. We're like, that might not be enough. Let's do 2. So we were doing one like around Monday or Tuesday, and then we're doing one around Friday or Saturday, kind of like a sandwich the week, to give kind of everybody an idea of what's going on with cryptocurrency and bring some level-headed, well-refined data to the madness that is crypto Twitter. But we've decided to do one more thing, and that is another video we're going to do at midweek. This week's is going to be Thursday, and it is going to be called Altcoin Madness with 360. Why are we doing that? I'm going to tell you why. Thank you for asking. So I can post literally, I have exactly what we view is going to happen macro-wise with Bitcoin, Ethereum, or the macro market. I can post that stuff. And it's like the most important things, because everything else follows those things. And it'll get like 20, 30 likes. But you post something about an altcoin, I'm not going to say XRP, but XRP, and it could be stupid. I'll say something so stupid about XRP, and over 3,000 people will love it. It's because y'all are insane. So I'm going to meet and greet your insanity with Altcoin Madness videos every week. Yes. So again, this week's we're doing the first one. It's going to be on Thursday, probably at 09 or 10 Central Standard Time. Don't worry if you miss it. We will be recording it. And by the way, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube, you need to do it. Set it on alert, set it on notifications so that you are not missing. It is for Monica. It is Nash. Go ahead and put 4C Media Co. stuff in the chat for everyone so they can get on board with that. Highly recommended. You need to be following them on video. You need to be following them on Twitter. And you need to have the website in your favorites. Nash, post it for me, brother. All right, he's going to put it in there eventually. So that's it. That's it for the announcements. It's exciting. I think it's exciting. The elite thinks it's exciting. So anyway, let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling. This is not going to be long. We're going to cover Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then look at some of the overall macro market cap stuff. And then we're going to save the rest for altcoin madness. Sound good? All right, awesome. Here we go. Thanks, Nash. Nash has posted that in there for you. Nash, throw the webs up. It's already there. Yeah, it's all there. Okay, great. Awesome. All right, let me share the screen and we'll get this party started. Not gappy. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And it is not gappy. All right. Okay, I think we're good. It's not too gappy. All right, so right now we're looking at the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. We have now been here for, I'm going to come from this high right here, over a week, 8 days. We're on 8.5 days right now in this developing structure. Okay, it is a developing structure. It's not finished. It is still developing. And I remember very specifically everybody and their mother calling this a head and shoulders and saying this was going down here. How, and that's why I posted on Twitter, how did your head and shoulders work out for you? Because not only did it not work out, it's not a head and shoulders. Sorry, it's just not. Again, when everybody and their mother sees something, that is probably not what's going to work. So anyway, yeah, so this is where we're at right now. Now, what I do want to point out in my lead, I want you to be aware, because this is still developing. So we're not 100% whether this is going up or whether this is going to come down and grab this liquidity. There is inside liquidity here. That means there's orders or money that has been left behind. And that would be all the way down to about 82,400. So what does that mean? What that means is if spot buying does not continue up here, and by the way, speaking of spot buying, MicroStrategy buying more Bitcoin up here in the 80s. Like, this is, there is an agenda of accumulating Bitcoin that has nothing to do with the price. Like and what have we already heard, and we already know what's coming. And new nations are coming on board talking about it. Like, Trump has already said he's going to establish what? A reserve stash of Bitcoin. You got other countries now saying it. They haven't even started to buy it. Okay? They're going to be buying it up here and higher, like they literally are, because that is the nature of what is needed and what is coming for Bitcoin. So anyway, besides all that, we're waiting and watching to see if we're going to get a pullback. This is not a pullback yet for Bitcoin. This is still what I would consider an under resistance consolidation. Now, if this fills, now we can call it a pullback, and that's fine. That's why I don't want anybody freaking out. And why are we here? Why? Let me find it. I got to get the right chart for this. I have so many views for this stuff. I'm going to actually go to the weekly. I have so many views for this stuff that I have to go find the one I'm looking for. Yeah, there it is. You guys have seen this. If you saw last week's, you've already seen this. We've discussed this structure. And my elite had this structure long before we even came to this level. So this is why there's a consolidation there. All right. This is now a 1, 2, 3 touch channel top. It already was a 1, 2, 3 touch bottom, which, like I said before, once we got this confirmed, the odds that this would hold up, at least temporarily, and it has for 8 days, as a spot or a point of resistance. It's literally almost to the letter, to the T, how that's worked out. So in saying that, what are we looking at next? Well, we have a 3 cycle. So that's a 2 cycle. So here's the last cycle, this cycle. Let's go back to 3 cycles and see what we get. And I already told my elite, you have to draw this line very, very loosely to give your next potential area. And we're looking at the low 6 digits, somewhere in the low 6 digits to about 110 area as being what I would consider to be on deck. Now, that makes sense because guess what 100K is going to be? A very solid psychological level. A lot of people don't teach psychological levels when they're teaching places of resistance and places of support, but round numbers, especially big ones, $100, $1,000. Well, $100,000 is going to be pretty intense psychological resistance. And guess where that puts us? Right in this area. Right in this area. So for me, once this does leave this area and head higher, this is probably on deck. I do think we touch, possibly even wick above 100K. That doesn't mean Bitcoin is done there. I don't want you to get it twisted and assume that Bitcoin is done here. We will be able to make that determination based on FOMO volume as price heads into this region. And remember, Bitcoin continues to make new all-time highs as it's losing dominance. And Bitcoin has yet to lose dominance. You with me? Excellent. Speaking of, let's just jump to that one right now. So what we're looking at here is Bitcoin's dominance. And it has achieved what I believe is the top area for its dominance for this cycle, which would be near the 60-61%. I'm going to zoom in on this. And you can see that just, for me, almost an exhaustion type volume. You see it? Almost exhaustion. Kids, I love you. We're not doing altcoins today. That's Wednesday or Thursday. Thanks, though. But we are going to be doing altcoins, and I promise I will do XRP on Thursday. Promise. I'm going to do TEL. I'm going to do a lot of the ones that people tend to love and get those out of the way because you guys will not stop bothering me until I do them. So I will do those. So you're going to have to be here for Thursday for that. So I'm going to zoom in on this because I want you to see what we're looking for. We are examining this very, very closely. Why? Because we're looking for distribution here. I'm going to go back to the daily first. All right. So we have our channel topper right here with exhaustion type volume. So we would be looking for distributive type price action up here to where not necessarily that Bitcoin is done. Remember, this is its dominance. This is Bitcoin dominance. But what do we want for Ethereum and altcoins? Like, it's been fun watching altcoins run. It's been fun watching them run by onesies and twosies. But as a whole, what do we need for altcoins to truly lead, for Ethereum to truly lead? We need Bitcoin to lose dominance. And it has not done that yet. This is what's exciting. This is what's coming. This is in the future. It's why people panicking about their altcoins right now. It's a little too early to be panicking about your altcoins. Or people are like, why isn't this coin running? Why isn't this coin? Why is this running in this? Look, right now, everything else is being dragged by the Bitcoin. That is the nature of it. But once Bitcoin loses dominance, Ethereum and altcoins can then begin to really make progress, really meet up, really start to put on meat in their charts and in their price action. At that point, we can then begin to assess which alts are lagging, which and which. But right now, it's just too early. It's just too early. So let's take a look at Ethereum. All right. Ethereum busted out of its bottom. This is where our first set of leverage longs are. You already know that. Then we get this pullback. Ethereum, unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum is actually in a nice pullback. And we love it. Why do we love it? I'm going to zoom in. Because the leverage play of the century right now is to set up for Bitcoin losing dominance and Ethereum taking dominance. And so I continue to stack leverage longs. We already have leverage longs down here. We just added another set right up here. So let's take a look at this. Ethereum currently does have a pullback. Right now, we are in a short-term double top here, so this is still not done developing. We could see a mitigation of the major horizontal. That is 2850. And if you don't think it's major, let me show it to you on the weekly. Because when it goes up this big on the weekly, you have a major level. Bam! You can see it playing across last cycle and this cycle. I mean, insane. And so if it pulls back and mitigates that, I'm going to zoom in on it again. That's this level right here. 2850. That would be another incredible place to begin to look for a reversal to take another leverage long. So stacking these longs are important. Why? Because Ethereum, when it flips the switch and it takes dominance, is going to rock and roll. And where is it going? Well, for starters, it's going to where it's already achieved this cycle. Like it's already done this cycle. It's already gone here. This is last cycle's all-time high. So this is a major, major move for leverage trades. And it is the leader, and it is the one that will open up leverage and margin traders for a lot of other altcoins. Right now, those leverage trading and margin trading altcoins is very high risk. It's much better to spot trade. It is. It's much better, much easier. But once we get that flip of the switch and Ethereum takes power and altcoins begin to lead, it's going to be vastly easier. All right, so where are we at with total market cap? Well, let's start with all of crypto. All of crypto, I'm going to back out to the weekly so I can get more in this chart. Wow. This is last cycle's all-time high. Right here, last cycle's all-time high. That means that, so total market cap is the total amount of money that's in all of crypto, to include Bitcoin, Ethereum, and every altcoin. We have already achieved it. But like I said before, we've achieved it on the back of Bitcoin. Remember, put everything together. Bitcoin has maintained dominance here. Okay? This was achieved after Bitcoin, and then after Ethereum dominance, and after altcoin dominance. So what does that tell you? It tells you we are just getting started and going to be going a heck of a lot higher very, very soon, and probably knee deep into 2025. So now let's look at altcoin market cap. Here it is, right here. It has achieved a higher high for this cycle, but it still has not achieved last cycle's ATH, even though total market cap has. Do you see what I mean? On the loins of Bitcoin is why total market cap is where it's at, not Ethereum and not altcoins, and this proves it. Because altcoins still haven't even achieved the high of last cycle, but they will. And then they're going to go much, much, much higher. Now, what I do like is we do have a new high for altcoins for this cycle, because the high for what it did in April has been broken. So what's going to happen is we're going to establish some type of support up here from which to push and propel into last cycle's ATH. When is that going to happen? After Bitcoin loses dominance. Come on, put it all together like a puzzle. I'm literally giving you all the pieces. I'm giving you all the pieces. You just got to put it together, baby. It literally is, it's not even a crystal ball. It's literally what is coming. So now we're going to zoom in on one more market cap chart. This one is all the altcoins minus the top 10. So minus Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin, the ones that are in the top 10. We're going to take all those out, and let me show you where we're at. Isn't this exciting? I mean, this is the stuff people should be liking on Twitter when I post it. But no, They want something stupid about XRP. It's insane. It's insane. This is literally the stuff that matters. All right, here we go. Let me explain this to you. And this is why nobody should be freaking out about altcoins. Look how far the 90%, the bottom 90% of altcoins is, even from what they already did in April. Why are they lagging? Because it's not their turn yet. It is not their turn. Like, this is not rocket science. Look how far they have to go just to reach last cycles. Like, I mean, you can't make this stuff up because it's not time yet, but it is, in fact, coming. Now, why do I have death to bear? I have that on every macro chart. I'm going to zoom in on this to show you why. All right. For a trend reversal, you must have a change of character. For a change of character, you must find the lowest low. Oh, that is a long arrow. There we go. Let me open this up. You must find the lowest low. Then you go to the high that precedes that low, and you draw a line. Yeah. And once price breaks that, you have a change of character. Not only did it break it, it held it as support and is legging up into the next area of resistance. Folks, you have from here to here, and this will continue, a new uptrend showing you exactly what is coming for the cycle. My friends, if you have not joined the 360 Elite, this is what I do every day. Nobody does it like us. Join us. And until next time, baby, here comes the boom.